Today, I'm going to continue to put off the inevitable, but with good reason. Welcome back to Exploration and Tactics with Brian, and since the last episode I enchanted one more thing, a Sharpness 5 diamond sword, which in addition to the armor that I've managed to put together is something that I thought I would want to have to bring to go fight the dragon in the end, because it occurred to me that while I have a very good bow, Power 5, Flame, Infinity, all those good things for fighting the dragon, it occurred to me there were also going to be Endermen, and I might need to fight them off, and a Sharpness 5 diamond sword seemed like the most effective thing for that. However, then it also occurred to me that I have this really awesome suit of diamond armor that it took me a long time to put together, and in the end, there's a chance that the dragon could knock me off, and even if I had some ender pearls on my bar, I might still not be able to succeed and get thrown in the void, and I would lose all of this. And this same armor that's got all of these protection things would be very good armor for going and fighting guardians. And so I've decided I want to do the guardians first. This is also a very good sword for the guardians. However, I also want to get out the looting sword, because if I do want to go fight the guardians and take on an ocean monument, then it would be very useful to have a bunch of slime blocks. And I don't have that many slime balls, but I do have a looting sword, and there is a swamp over here that I could probably get some slimes to spawn. So I'm going to attempt to get some slimes so I can get the slime blocks, which you can still punch and destroy even after you have mining fatigue, which is the reason that they're so useful for the ocean monuments. And I'm also going to dig up some sand, because I don't think I have any, but I have lots of gunpowder, and I'd like to make some TNT, which would also be useful for the ocean monuments. And I do have a pufferfish, which I believe I can brew into a water-breathing potion, which could also be useful for the ocean monuments. And so I'm going to try to do that prep work, and then today we'll go try to tackle the guardians. As I'm going over here to fight the slime, it occurs to me that I should switch to the Depth Strider boots if I'm going to fight the guardians, as opposed to the Feather Falling 4 boots. But let's go ahead and take this guy out with the looting sword. Actually, I guess I only need the looting sword on the little guys. That's okay, we have plenty of durability left on this sword, but this should give us lots of slime balls. Do you guys remember how it used to be when slimes couldn't swim? And it would be so sad because they lived in the swamp, and they would just go underwater, and then they wouldn't be able to swim, and you just watch them drown. That was so sad. Alright, so I managed to gather up some slime balls. It's only going to be 4 blocks. That's actually not that many slime blocks. I didn't realize that. I have these Depth Strider boots. They have blast protection on them. I wouldn't mind having normal protection instead. And if I repair these boots together like this, yes, that will give me protection 4 and Depth Strider, and that will give these some more life once again. So I'm going to do that for the boots that we will take to the guardians. And then additionally, just want to make sure it's a fresh morning. I want to make sure there weren't any creepers afoot. I have a bunch of gunpowder that I ought to be able to turn into some TNT like this. And we still have more gunpowder, so we'll do some more. Something like this. 23. I think that should be fine. And this will be useful because even if we have mining fatigue, we can use the gunpowder to break blocks. And finally, I'm going to want to have some gravel, and so I think I'll grab a couple of stacks of that, and I'll put the sand away instead. And did I have any more slime balls, actually? I do. I've got a couple more, and I've got a slime block. Okay, great. So that'll be more valuable. 6 slime blocks that we'll be able to break in place, even if we're under the influence of mining fatigue. Let me get my pufferfish and brew some water-breathing potions. I brewed up the water-breathing potions and then realized I've got respiration 3 on this helmet, so I might not even need them. But in any case, let's see if I can remember where the nearest ocean monument is. I'm pretty sure I do remember, which is basically when we took the nether portal kind of like out across the broken part of the world into fresh terrain. We came out basically at an ocean, and then we just had to sail to the north, is what I remember. That sheep is still there. He has lived for so long here in the nether. Good job, sheep. You were the longest lasting nether sheep I have ever known. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just go this way to my other portal. And then I also brought some boats, which had been kind of cluttering up some other chests of my inventory anyway, because I never knew where to put them. And so now I know where to put them in my inventory as we go to the ocean. But I will meet you guys at the nether portal. Alright, there's a gas shooting at me who might knock out the nether portal, so I think we ought to try to deal with them. That would involve firing my arrows much higher. Come on, Brian, you can do it. There we go. Ouch. Alright, I'm on fire, but that will not last very long. I do have a fire resist potion on me, but I could also just run out of the nether and get back to the overworld, and I think I'll be safe there too. Right, I remember this place. I remember thinking the nether portal came out under the ocean, or in the ocean, but I couldn't picture it above the ocean, and it's because it's under the ocean. Alright. But we'll head up here. And I guess I've only taken on like an ocean monument once before, I think. The Guardians hit really hard. But I don't know, I'm in really good armor, and so I feel like that's probably going to offset it. And so I'm not too worried about it, but maybe that will prove to be bad. Okay, from here, I'm pretty sure I want to go to the north, which is this way. So we'll head directly to the north. I'm not going to need the fire resist potion, and I'll decide if I want to use water breathing in a little while. But I think the first thing I want to do is just get above the monument and maybe use some gravel to just kind of enclose a little area where I don't have to worry about being attacked by the Guardians. We'll see how well that goes. And are there other things I want on the bar? I brought a Strength 2 potion as well. That could be a double-edged sword, since the Guardians have thorns. Okay, there is the Ocean Monument. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go right on top. I brought along the Silk Touch pick, just in case I can manage to Silk Touch one of these thingies before we get mining fatigue. The sea lanterns is what I was trying to say. Words that were not coming to my brain fast enough. Okay, we already have a bunch of Guardians. I'm going to try to use some of these, ouch, to cut off line of sight in a few different directions. My boat is kind of in the way here, so let's sail it out of the way. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Alright, the good news is two things. One, the armor's doing really well, and two, I don't think I've got the mining fatigue yet. So let's go ahead and grab a sea lantern while I can. I'm not sure why I haven't gotten mining fatigue, why the Elder Guardians haven't been alerted to my presence. Okay, there we go. There is the mining fatigue that I was expecting. Let's go ahead and put a light here. But at this point, almost. A few more pieces of gravel. Darn it. Okay, great. Now from here, I feel like I ought to be able to go inside here. I guess it's not as well protected inside here as I was thinking. But that's where I want to try dropping some TNT. And I think I could make a pressure plate in order to set it off. So let's try this. Let's put down some TNT, let's say right here. And then let's encase it in gravel so that it will actually be able to break blocks. And I see an Elder Guardian like sticking his head out right there. So there is an Elder Guardian who's living right in the top. I believe these things always have 3 Elder Guardians in them. But then if I do this, that should set off of TNT. Which actually might not have actually broken any blocks. No, it did break blocks. Good. Okay. Ooh, do these guys have new sounds? That guy just took damage, and I did not recognize that sound. In any case, there's a way inside, and I might have gotten a prismarine block. Oh, boy, hello. Oh, that's the Elder. Okay. I apologize that it's dark. I don't know. Oh, it's maybe a thorns noise. All right, I killed the Elder. Wow. And I got prismarine crystals. Did I get a sponge? Aren't they supposed to drop a sponge? Let me look around. He did drop a sponge. Great. So, do I have all the stuff I need? I don't have any prismarine blocks yet, I don't think. Or prismarine bricks or dark prismarine. And I know you can make some of them out of the shards. I do have prismarine. And I don't need the crystals since I already got a sea lantern. Okay, but there is still more to do here. I could try to... Let's try to break some more blocks with the TNT. That seemed to go pretty well, actually. I'm going to try to get back inside somewhere, maybe. I don't like the fact that it's so dark in here. I didn't think about bringing glowstone. But I think if I do something like this... Place that... And that... And that... And then... Will this work here? That's not going to activate that. I did also intentionally bring redstone so I could do other TNT activation mechanisms. Because I hadn't really thought through... Right, I'm not even going to be able to break that at this point. If I want to activate this TNT... What is another way that I could do it? With redstone. I actually can't think of a way that's going to work right now. So, maybe I will place a different piece of TNT somewhere else. There's an idea. I'm definitely really digging this, Okay, let's do this, this, this. And then I'm going to put the pressure plate here. Yeah, there we go. Somewhere where I can actually stand on it. I'm definitely digging this, Respiration 3. It's making me not even have to think about air for the most part. Okay. That should set that off. Boom. Let's see if we manage to get any more blocks. Okay, I got more prismarine. I guess I'm not going to get prismarine shards that I would need for dark prismarine, though. So I'm probably going to have to kill more guardians in order to do that. And here's a guardian. Hello, buddy. And I don't think... Okay, I have mining fatigue again. Yeah. I don't think my shield can block any of their attacks. But let's just see. My armor's doing really well, even when there's thorns. And so let's just see if I can kill a few of these guys, because they drop shards that I could craft into the different bricks and things that I want to get. Prismarine shard. I guess that's the first prismarine shard I got, though. And I think I need a lot of prismarine shards in order to do all the things I would need to do. So maybe we can find some of the other particular blocks I would need. The dark prismarine. Oops. Hey, buddy. Night vision is a thing I could have gotten too. Although the respiration 3 is helping somewhat. But I should have thought of that beforehand. I don't really remember. These things are rather maze-like. And I don't know if there's any kind of non-random structure to them that I could take advantage of, apart from the fact that I knew that there was usually a top section where one of the Elder Guardians lived, and so that's why I chose to bust into the top from the beginning. Alright, hey buddy. These guys move really fast. Fortunately I have Depth Strider, so I can move reasonably quickly as well. But still, these guys are really fast. Alright, and when they have their little spiky things out, that's when they have their thorns, I think. So ideally, you want to not hit them at that moment in time. And sadly, the Sharpness 5 that I'm using doesn't have the looting effect on it. I should have thought of that and perhaps brought a looting sword instead. But alas, I did not. And... oh, I did get prismarine bricks. So the only thing I would need is dark prismarine, which I think just takes 8 shards. And so... yeah, if we kill a few more guardians, I ought to be able to get those, probably. Oh, here's some more things from where I exploded something. Haha. Okay, there's another guardian up here. Oh, there is dark prismarine right there, actually. Hold on. Maybe I can just break these with some more TNT. If I place some... here. And then where am I going to escape to? I guess over here. Let's see if we get lucky. Alright. Did I manage to get a dark prismarine block? out of that, by any chance. Not that I can tell. And... oh, I was going to say, I know there's a guardian right around here somewhere. Oh crap, I'm trapped and I need to breathe. Okay, let's breathe. Great. And then, did he go up or down? I don't know where he went. I still have a lot of TNT. I think I broke... oops, hello. Oh, it's too dark. I'm struggling to see where these guys are running away to. I wonder if I go back upstairs, I might be able to see more of them, even though it's going to be more open and so I'll be under more direct fire. And the sun's about to rise. It might also be a little bit brighter up here, too. Let me stand up here and see if I can see one. Nah, it's kind of hard to see them from above the water. How about from under? Yeah, it's actually easier to see them underwater. Okay, there's a couple over there. Nah, I think inside might still be the easiest way to try to track some down to kill. Hey, buddy. Ouch. Come back here. Ah, he went off into one of the dark sections. Here's a guy. Alright, I'm up to 4 prismarine shards. Still a long ways to go. Oh, so dark still. This guy is, well, it seems like his pathfinding is trying to get him to go in a direction that he can't actually go. Works in my favor. Alright, let's try to dive bomb this guy over at the entrance. Oh, someone's gonna hit me. Ouch. Oh, you're gonna shoot me too. Alright, let's try to focus on this guy, even though there's some others in the area. There we go. He dropped a fish. Don't think he dropped a prismarine shard, sadly. Oh, they move so quickly. Even with Depth Strider 3, I don't think I can really outrun him. Can you destroy my boat? Apparently not. It looked like the laser beam just went straight through it. Oh, cool. That was a prismarine shard. I do believe. No, it was not. It must have been another fish or something. Or maybe that was... there's the shard. Okay, that's 7. I think I only need 8. So if I can get one more... there's a bunch of squids around here, which are distracting these guys. They like to kill anything. Yeah, that's right. Go after the squid. Good job. Another reason to love squid. Not only because they make awesome new noises in 1.9, but also because they can be decoys against the guardians who are trying to kill you. Hooray. Okay. Still didn't get my shard. Oh, he's after me. Yay! I think he dropped it. 8! Yes! Okay, I think that is all I need. And we can verify it right over here, because I can make a crafting table. Maybe. And I believe the recipe for a dark prismarine brick is 8 of these surrounding an ink sac. Yes. And I believe that prismarine brick, dark prismarine brick, sea lantern, and the sponge, and then eventually the wet sponge are the only things I needed to get. So I think we might be done with the guardians for now. They could be they could be fun to come back to later. But I think that's all I really needed to do. Well, deja vu, I'm back in the nether, and once again, these guys. What a guy. At least he dropped me some gunpowder. I should be wary of the fact that I still have a little bit of mining fatigue. I don't think that that's going to cause me any trouble, but I don't want to try to accidentally hit a pigman and then want to dig in somewhere to hide and not be able to get out, or not be able to dig in the first place. I guess I could pillar up if I were to accidentally hit a pigman, and that would probably be a good enough temporary shelter. Guess what, sheep? You have a friend in the nether. It's a cow who's come to join you. Hello, cow. We've got so many happy animals in the nether at this point. Well, I guess 2 maybe isn't so many, but they still make me happy. Alright, so we're back from the nether. Let's go upstairs and see if indeed I've gotten all of the... No, I haven't gotten all of the blocks related to sponges yet. Or, sorry, related to guardians yet, because I still don't have a wet sponge. But I can get one of those by doing that. Aha! And now I have a wet sponge once again. All right, but let's head upstairs. So I got wet sponge, dry sponge, I got a prismarine shard, I got prismarine crystals, I got a sea lantern, I got a prismarine block, and I got prismarine bricks and dark prismarine bricks. And I think that might be it. I don't remember which section they are in, so let me look around. So here are the items. There's prismarine shard and prismarine crystals, or whatever they're called. Yeah, prismarine crystals. Where are the blocks? Ah, yes, here's the blocks. So there's prismarine, there's the bricks, there is the dark version of the bricks, and there's the sea lantern. So I believe I've gotten all of them. Is that like an iron pressure plate? Or is... No, that's like the iron trapdoor. That's something I haven't made yet. I can start studying all the things. I still haven't gotten the poisonous potato. That might be easy to get. I haven't made an item frame. That's definitely something that's easy to do. A written book. And then actually go and write in it. Yeah, there's a number of easy items to go get. So maybe I'll work on that next. It is nighttime at the base, so I'm potentially vulnerable. But I think possibly, yes, an iron trapdoor is like that. Here comes a bad guy. Hey, buddy, you want to check out the iron trapdoor, huh? I do too, actually, because I think it might have a cool noise. Let's see, then I'm going to need some kind of redstone something to activate it once again. And I think I just put away... Did I have an extra pressure plate that I put in here? Perhaps not. But I definitely have a redstone torch. Or a lever would be even better. Let's grab the lever. See how this thing works. Yes, it has a very metallic kind of shing kind of thing going on with it, so that's cool. And I could also use the practice actually fighting the Enderman with the Sharpness 5 sword. Let me get the Sharpness 5 sword on the bar. It's also got knockback too. And just see if I was fighting an Enderman on open ground in the end, how many hits would it take to kill him? And how hard is he going to hit me in the meantime? I think that's 3 hits. Oh, a skeleton just shot an arrow at him. That's funny. Alright, he's not doing too much damage to me. So that's good. Alright, let's use the sharpness sword, or sorry, the smite sword on you. So basically the protection armor does very well against at least having one Enderman attack you, and I think was it 4 hits with this sword? Let's figure out exactly how many hits it is to kill an Enderman. Let's go find another one while I'm thinking of it. I think there's one right here. Yeah, here he comes. I'll go ahead and get myself a little bit safer and just be able to count the hits more easily, hopefully. Alright, where'd you go? There you are. Ah, there's still too many bad guys. I've taken out a lot of the light that used to be around here, kind of protecting me, because I was trying to prepare for, what do you call? Alright, let's kill this guy. 2, 3, 4 hits with sharpness 5. Might be 5 if I got unlucky, I think. Alright, let's switch swords. I've been taking out the light in case there was a thunderstorm, so I'd have tons of mobs spawning out here, but as a result, it's far more dangerous. Just on any given random night, due to all the bad guys who are around. But in any case, I could use... And I guess I might as well get some more pearls while we're at it. I could use the Sharpness 5 sword to defend myself. I could also just pillar up like 3 blocks. Let me actually practice that too. Hey, crazy spider. Can finish you off with the looting sword. So let me see if I can find one more Enderman and then just practice pillaring up, I think 3 blocks. And then they can't get to you, but you could still hit them. Because these are other things. It was occurring to me as I was thinking about the dragon fight that I was getting so focused on the dragon that I forgot about the Endermen. And Endermen are really strong enemies in 1.9. And they might be, you know, more of a threat than the dragon itself. Probably not. The dragon itself is a huge threat. But I could imagine dying to the Enderman as well. And so I would like to get a little bit more practice fighting them without having ceilings and all kinds of conveniences like that just available everywhere I'm going when I'm in the end. Okay, here's another Enderman. Let's get my food topped off. I do have some spiders chasing me as well. But I think... Well, let's... Ah, darn it. Not going to have the skeletons in the end. Trying to mess with my rhythm. Alright, you guys... Alright, there's a lot of enemies here. Alright, the good news is if there is ever a thunderstorm and some lightning strikes, I think there's a pretty fair chance that it's going to hit some mobs in this world. Okay, let me use the Sharp 5 sword to try to finish off these guys. Actually, spiders are really slow in the water, and so are creepers. Let's top off my food once more. Let's try to anger the Enderman if he's still here. He is. Okay, Enderman's angry at me. I'm going to imagine being chased by the Enderman. And in order to get away, I'm going to try to go pillar. Nope, that's not working very well. Okay, so the pillaring I might want to do beforehand. But once I've angered him, I might just want to try to finish him off with the sword. I think it's probably the best thing to do. Okay. And wow, I did not take any damage there, and that is a result of very good armor. Which, Diamond Helmet's getting a little bit worn down, but it still should have plenty of durability for a fight in the end. Be more worried about losing the Diamond Helmet as a result of falling in the void than as a result of it taking too much damage. Okay, so what I learned is... Enderman's still a threat. I can fight them off with the sharpness sword. If I'm under attack, it's going to be very hard to pillar up. So go ahead and fight the guys off. Obviously, I'm going to bring water buckets when I go to the end as well. I'm not going to do the pumpkin on your head thing, because I think that that's... It feels kind of cheap on the one hand, and then also it really interferes with your vision. And... yeah, I don't like to do things that are bad for video. He says in the episode where he was just fighting the Guardians underwater without any night vision, so it was very dark to see. So I apologize for that again. Alright, but experience, I might want to do some repairs and some other things before I head to the end. And right, I was looking up at all the things we could craft, and I made the iron trapdoor, and then I got distracted by bad guys. Let me go see if we can craft some of the other things we still need to craft. There are, perhaps quite fortunately for me, a lot of items that I have not yet crafted. One of them I noticed was a leash knot, which I think is like this, a lead. Great. There was also a fermented spider eye, which would be a spider eye that I already have, a brown mushroom, and some sugar, and I believe I can find both of them in here. Actually, one of them is in here. Oh no, there was sugar in there. And so we can go ahead and craft that. There was also an armor stand, which is stone slabs, which I might have in here. I don't see it. Do I have any smooth stone? I do. So I can craft some stone slabs. And then I just need a bunch of sticks to make an armor stand. And so I believe it's like a little man with his arms and his feet on the slab like that. Yep. And I think I'll go ahead and put the armor stand out, because eventually we're going to need to get chain armor, which is another thing that's going to be difficult to get. And I think each time we get a piece, perhaps I'll put it on the armor stand. What other things were there to do? Iron and diamond hoes. Now, I don't know that I have the diamonds that I want to spend on a hoe just yet, because I might end up needing these for replacement armor if I were to die repeatedly to the dragon. But I will go ahead and make an iron hoe, just to get that over and done with. Just kind of throw it away, toss it in here. And there was the item frame, and I've got plenty of leather, and I still have the sticks that I just made so many of to make one of those. And a fire charge. A fire charge is like gunpowder, and I think blaze powder, and some other ingredient, I think. How does a fire charge work again? I might have to look up the recipe for that one. That's one that you almost never make. Probably some kind of projectile? I can't remember right now. We'll come back to that. And I realized I don't have any of the rabbit stuff. I don't have rabbit hide. I don't have rabbit meat. I don't have the cooked rabbit meat. I haven't made the rabbit stew and haven't gotten a lucky rabbit's foot. So we'll probably want to take our looting sword to the desert in order to deal with that. One other thing I just realized I can make is the written book. So a book plus a feather plus an ink sac gives me a book and quill, which is an item that I don't have. And then I believe I could author an awesome book with the text awesomeness and sign it and give it a title of awesome. And that'll give me a written book. So those are 2 more items. And just like that, my item count has gone up a whole lot. We're over 450, up to 452. And yeah, while it's daytime, pretty sure there was a desert. Was it this way or this way? I think it might have been more to the west. I'm going to go see if I could find the desert, and actually I could ride a horse and get there quicker, couldn't I? I'm going to take my horse. That's something I almost never do. I have plenty of these guys, but I think I'll take this guy with the gold horse armor and meet you guys over at the desert and see if we can loot some rabbits. I appear to have remembered correctly that there was a desert to the northwest, and I think the desert, yeah, there's definitely some bunny rabbits around here. And are you guys full grown? Some of you are. Which one is the looting sword? It is the one in my 1 slot right now. Horse, you might actually be able to help me track down the rabbits. I think you're a baby rabbit. Where's one of the adult rabbits again? You're an adult rabbit, definitely. Nice! We got the rabbit hide. Kind of the least likely of the bunch. Okay, don't go jump in a cactus. I just got more rabbit hide, and I still haven't gotten any rabbits to cook. But the looting sword is definitely doing its thing. Come back here, bunny. Gosh, they're fast. There we go. Okay, there's rabbit hide that I could cook. I still haven't gotten the rabbit's foot. So we'll continue to kill this guy. Maybe. Come back here. It's for the best, trust me. Especially if you drop your foot. If you don't drop your foot, it might not be for the best. Ah, just more rabbit hide. So much rabbit hide, though. I should have brought speed potions is what I should have brought. Holy cow. Come back here. There we go. Alright, I got some more rabbit to cook, which is good, because I'm not sure... I don't think I've ever made rabbit stew. I think the recipe is complicated. It involves, like, potatoes and carrots and the rabbit, and I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look up that recipe as well, probably. But I still haven't gotten a rabbit's foot. And, ooh, don't fall in the lava. That would be a silly thing to do. Let's see if we can track down any more rabbits in this desert. So I think we'll just corner them like that. So much rabbit hide. I thought that rabbit hide was much rarer than that. I guess maybe looting affects rabbit hide very strongly. I'm fairly certain that looting does also affect the rate at which you will get the rabbit's foot drop. If the skeleton shoots the rabbit and I don't get the looting effect, I'll be very disappointed. I just got more rabbit hide, it looks like. Darn, darn, darn. This looks like another guy. Hey, bunny. More rabbit hide. Still no rabbit foot. Alright, you thought you could get away, but you were wrong. Sadly, still no rabbit's foot. That's right. Get caught against the wall. Still no rabbit's foot. Oh my goodness. Here's a decent-sized rabbit. Do you have a rabbit foot? Maybe? Let's get rid of you. Alright, rabbit's foot. Ah, just more hide. So much rabbit hide. Alright, there's another bunny. Let's get rid of this guy first. There's a desert temple over there that we found. I don't know, that would have been back in episode 6 or something when we first went exploring out in this direction. Did I get the rabbit's foot? I did not. How sad. Another bunny. Or 2. Hello, second bunny. You look easier to trap. Hiya! Alright, killed the bunny. He just dropped rabbit hide again, it looks like. And there was another bunny who hopped down here. I saw him. Don't try to get away, bunny. I will find you. Okay, you're the baby bunny. Where is the mama bunny? You're also the baby bunny. Mama bunny, where are you? There you are. I'm coming to get you. Please drop a foot. Hiya! 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 Oh! I managed to not fully hit him. Now he's running around injured. It's even sadder. There we go. And here's another one. Haha! And I still don't see any rabbit's feet in my inventory. What's going on? I've killed so many bunnies with looting 3. Alright, this is going to be the one. I just know it. Darn. I just went and looked on the wiki. It should be almost a 1 in 5 chance with a looting 3 sword that I get a rabbit's foot from one of these guys. I'm not like missing it in my inventory, right? It's not like an invisible item that's here that I'm just not seeing. But it's crazy to think that I've killed as many as I have. Even without looting, it's supposed to be like a 10% chance. And then looting 3 should bring it up to a 19% chance, is basically what I read. And just a glance at the loot tables in the game suggested the same thing to me. So, yeah. This does not meet my expectations. There we go. Finally got the rabbit's foot. Okay, now I can head back home. I've made it back home with all of my rabbity goodness. We will drop off the horse. And I did also take a look at the recipe that I will need to use. Guess let's take that out for a moment in order to make some rabbit stew. And I guess there's no reason not to go ahead and cook all of this because I'm going to need cooked rabbit. I'm going to need a baked potato. I'm going to need a carrot. Do I have any baked potatoes? Not sure that I do, actually. So we'll bake up a potato as well. Right here. I've got so much steak. Oh my goodness. I guess let's put all of the excess steak in the food bin for the moment. But we're going to need the cooked rabbit, which is a new item. We're going to need the baked potato, which is not a new item. We are going to need a mushroom of some sort, such as one finds right here. I believe either variety works. We're going to need a bowl. And we go like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Neat, rabbit stew. Hooray, is a new item. And so I believe with that, I have all of the rabbity goodness that I need from the rabbits. And so that makes me happy. Go ahead and let that finish cooking. Can perhaps eat those at some point. And we have more rabbit hide than we know what to do with. And the one lucky rabbit's foot, which I guess I'll go ahead and put with kind of other nether and potion ingredients in a potions chest. I just went to take a look at the video time, and those rabbits took forever. I ended up editing down a bunch of the rabbit excursions, but I did look up how to make a fire charge. It is like that, and so now we have a fire charge, which brings us up to 458 items. And that will be the number where we're going to end today. And since it is episode number 18, some even-numbered episode, back in episode 16, I asked people to guess how many items they thought I would have at the end of episode 18. And there were a number of close guesses, but there was one guess that was exactly correct. And I apologize if I mispronounced your name. That person was Jacob Malostik. And so congratulations to Jacob for guessing 458 items. Once more, I'm going to walk around. Wow, stone button is something I still haven't done. There is still cookies I haven't made and cakes. Wow, all kinds of delicious items. Nether quartz ore that I still haven't gotten. A trap chest apparently I haven't made. Some of the wall bricks. And yeah, like the tripwire hook for the trap chest. The banners, right. I made a banner, but it didn't register because I didn't make a black banner. I might do that. Then we have, yeah, dragon egg. Oh, redstone lamp. There's still a number of items. Oh, I need to silk touch the different mushroom blocks. I never made the circle stone or gathered it out of the... I didn't make the waffles, the trapdoors. Gathered it out of the jungle temple is what I was starting to say. Still need the poisonous potato. Still need the chain armor. So even if I do manage to get to the end and kill the dragon, which will help us get a lot of the items that are over here, there are still going to be a number of other things that I'll need to get. And so who knows how long it'll take to get those items. In any case, you can leave a guess for how many items you think I will have at the end of episode number 20 in the comments of this video, and a couple videos from now. We'll see who is the closest, and I will try to acknowledge them in the next video. In any case, sun is going down, so that's a great place to go ahead and end today's Minecraft Exploration and Tactics episode. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon with more ENT, and hopefully some good dragon luck. Bye-bye!